You can decrease the precision or granularity of data in order to make it more difficult to identify sensitive data within the dataset. You trade accuracy for sensitivity. The following fields are particularly well suited to this approach. GPS locations. For example, decimal-based latitudes and longitudes rounded off to single-digit precision. Zip codes. U.S. zip codes in a 5+4 form can identify a household, but can be coarsened to include just the first 3 digits. This is a zip3 format. This limits the ability to identify a specific user by putting many users in the same bucket. Numeric quantities. Numbers can be binned to make them less likely to identify an individual. For instance, an exact birthday is often not required. Just the decade or year in which a user was born. And similar numeric fields can be coarsened by substituting ranges. IP address. A good coarsening technique is to zero out the last octet of the IPv4 addresses. That is, the last 80 bits if you are using IPv6. This has the same function as rounding off the latitude, longitude, or reducing a street address to a zip code, which trades geographic accuracy for more protection. You might be able to modify your logging software to mask or suppress IP addresses before writing them to disk. Consult your legal counsel to establish some sort of governance policy and best practices documentation. The details of your policy are left to you, and many resources are available. I have included some important links in the resources section. You should consider these common principles when establishing your policy framework. Establish a secure location for governance documentation. Exclude encryption keys, hash functions, or other tools from your documentation. Document all known sources of incoming sensitive data. Also document all locations of stored sensitive data along with what type of data is present. Include all remediation steps that have been taken to protect it. Document known sensitive data locations where remediation steps are difficult, inconsistent, or impossible. This covers situations where it is suspected that frequency analysis attacks could be used. Establish a process to continually scan for and identify new sources of sensitive data. Carefully document the roles and possibly individual employee names who have been granted temporary or permanent access to all sensitive data. Include the reasons for requiring the access. Document the processes by which employees request access to sensitive data. We need to specify where they can access the sensitive data, if, how, and where they can copy it, and any other restrictions associated with the access. Establish a process to regularly review who has access to what data, and also determine if that access is still required. Outline what to do, especially when employees leave or change roles as part of an off-boarding process. Also establish a process to clearly communicate the policies, enforce them, and regularly review them.